What's up, my jewels and gems? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Miss JAT, and today we'll be making an NFL wood sign. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on that post notification bell. And if you are returning, thanks for coming back. And make sure that you have on your post notification bells. And I hope to see you guys in the comments. You guys, this was such a challenge. Well, not a challenge, but an experiment. I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but let's go on and get into the video. First things first, we had to trace out our design, and that's when I utilized my projector. After I used the projector to trace out my lines, now I'm going to just make that line darker so I can go in and cut it because it was very faint. So, oh, thank you for my nephew for helping me out. But now I'm just cutting out the template, and I'm going to use the X-Acto knife to cut the inner side. I was actually going to do two different templates, but instead I decided to just cut the ring on the inside of the shield. And so I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to cut that out next. At this point, you could definitely use scissors to just cut it, but I just found it a little easier to just use the X-Acto knife because I can follow that traced line, and I didn't want to damage the other part of the shield. So my X-Acto knife worked pretty good, but I'm sure you can find other ways to cut it as well. Now that I am wrapping up cutting out that outside layer of the shield, next we will cut it onto the wood. So what I did was trace out the stencils onto the wood, and shout out to my friend Gordon for coming through and cutting the wood for me. And you guys, I will be learning how to cut wood very soon, so I can do it myself. I'm kind of excited because I have a lot of things in mind. Also, you guys, y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. If you guys love cars, you will love his channel. Y'all go tune in. Now it's time to buff and sand the edges. You know, I don't know anything about wood at the moment, but I will be doing like my research. So this is just me giving it a go. And it turned out pretty well. Right here, I didn't know which brushes to use, so I had a few different kinds, and I just tried them to see which one I liked better. This is the paint that I used. I would advise not putting the paint on there like I did just then, because if you can see it, it left like a white line where I put the paint, and you don't want that. So I realized that, and I put it on some paper, and then I just dab, paint, and then I'm gonna keep going over it as well. Once you'll see, I'm gonna continue to go over it, and then I realized I didn't have to paint the whole thing because it's gonna be covered. So I really focused on the edges to make sure the edges were make sure those edges are coated and very, very, very solid. You don't want a streaky white, so I did do like 3 or 4 layers of white just so it can have that clear, thick, like opaque white color, you know. And I also went through and I did the edges as well, so make sure you do your edges and your sides. Now I'm going to do the black, and the black I did the same way with my paper, and I just did long strokes down the wood, and then I switched brushes. The other one make it streaky, and then this one makes it solid. So now I use my bristle brush and I go over it, and I did like 2 or 3 layers of the black. Now it's time to apply my vinyl. I cut my vinyl on my Silhouette Cameo 3, and I used these colors as the color of the Raiders shield. I did realize that I put the Raiders on there and it's crooked. Not crooked, it's not centered. But it's okay because I'm going to come up with a way to fix that towards the end. So now I'm just weeding. I did layer it onto my paper, and then Also, you guys, if you guys made it this far into the video, drop your favorite NFL team or your basketball team. Drop your favorite team or your family's favorite team. Because, like, I don't have a team, but my family got teams. But this is all for my dad, and he's the only Raider fan in the house. So shout out to him. But drop your favorite team. It doesn't have to be football, but it can be basketball, whatever. Drop it down in the comments. jewels and gems, have you ever just had like this bomb idea in your head, and then when you try to execute it, you like, ooh, this may not turn out right. Like this something, I don't know. Like you get that point where you just don't have faith. You guys keep having faith and keep going, because you never know how it's gonna turn out, and it might be bomb or it might be bad. But if it's bad, you know what to fix it next time. But you won't know until you apply. So try and try again. This is my first, and it definitely won't be my last, because I actually really loved doing this, and I have so many more ideas to come when it comes with woodwork. The shield looks a little ashy right now, but it's gonna come together towards the end. The black do look ashy, y'all, but it's gonna just bear with me. Okay, my jewels and gems, right here, I missed a step. After I finished layering my decal onto my wood, you see how it's not together? I use Gorilla Glue and E6000 glue to adhere, and I let it sit for 24 hours with some weight applied. So right here, I'm going to add my lights. These are the lights that I used, and this is where you need your glue gun. And you will glue gun, and then you will lay your lights, and mine just wrapped around it like 3 times. And that was it with the lights. I used this little utensil that came with my new pack of weeding tools to just push the lights into the glue to make sure it stays. Right here, I'm using this tape to tape my edges after I did my lights. That's so when I epoxy, the epoxy can run over and it don't have those drip marks in the back. And also so the sides can get covered as well with epoxy and they won't be rough. So that's why I use the tape. It's optional. You don't have to use it, but that's just something that I did. Right here, I got my part A and part B of epoxy. I've mixed it together already. And now I'm just laying it all over the shield. And y'all see I added the Nevada State in the corner to make it even. Told y'all I was going to fix it. You try again. And right here is it lit up with the lights. It has 8 different settings. This is me clicking the button while it's in the dark. It's not as clear as I want it to be, but it looks really, really well. and I am excited and so happy about this project. Like, it's lit. And if you think I did a wonderful job on my first time doing a wood sign, y'all drop some jewels in the comments. You guys drop some jewels, flood it with some jewels, because your girl did that. Miss J18 killed it. As always, my jewels and gems, y'all turn that post notification bell on so you can get notifications when I post, you guys. Turn it on, ring the bell, ring, 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 and leave comments, like, share, and I will see you guys in the next video.